this one has to do with Asmongold, because he's going a little bit scorched earth, and I feel like it's a little bit important to talk about because obviously you guys know Smash JT has a fucking lawsuit going on. What do you call it? Fucking Ethan Klein's got lawsuits going on against like 3 female streamers right now. All kinds of drama and nonsense that we normally skip. But the reason why I'm covering this because Asmongold, number one, is pretty big in the overall like gaming conversation, and number two, what he is saying is true for the overall conversation that's about to go down when it comes to the I guess you would call it the streamer sphere or even the content creator sphere. Because if you're a content creator, I think this is going to affect literally everybody at this point. So it's actually pretty important to kind of cover. But the Roach King is definitely going scorched earth for sure. I think it's only a matter of time. Anti-Federalist Pain with a 5. Ironheart is weird. They admit it sucks, but calls us racist. Even weirder, I see them saying worse stuff about that than our side. Yeah, we're going to cover all of that in literally a few minutes. I just want to cover this video really quick, and then we're going to get to the Ironheart stuff. So just give me some time, and let's cover it. Let's cover it. Wow, Big Boss Man Hypno rather worship a Chaos God than hug a lonely femboy. I'm sorry, Leviathan. I'm sorry. I can't with the femboys, man. You can do it though. You can do it. It's all good. Do what you got to do. So really quick, some context if you guys missed it. Asmongold recently during his stream kind of went a little bit scorched earth, and it's good to see, honestly. Because Asmongold is one of those people that if you leave him alone, he'll leave you alone, kind of a thing. But I think he and others that are in the streamer sphere that are much bigger than we will ever be, they're getting tired. They're getting tired of the hardcore leftist psychos that spend all day talking about how great terrorists are and how amazing, every other place other than where they live is, and they're getting tired of it. So, things are about to hit the fan. Obviously, Tectone is talking with a lawyer as well. He's also talking with Legal Mindset, who we've had on SNH. Legal Mindset, great content creator. He's also a lawyer as well. Yeah, basically like Hassan and his orbiters. It's pretty wild. It's pretty wild. Miss Sparkle says I'm not a member anymore. Feels bad. Well, enable your memberships and maybe you'll get lucky tonight because people drop memberships a lot. Okay, so let's cover this video. So this is about 2 minutes 30 seconds long, and he's essentially talking about Casey Tron, one of the girls who's being sued by Ethan. And the reason why it's important, you're going to find out in just a couple of seconds. Because he's talking overall about what's about to happen on Twitch and just content creation in general. It's interesting stuff. Let's just check it out. Let's see.
So this is another person who's trying to advocate for getting me deplatformed and getting banned because he thinks that I'm bullying Casey Tron by saying that I don't feel sorry for her.
Yes, Legal Mindset was on SNH, correct? Yes, he was. Actually, Legal Mindset was on SNH, I believe, twice. I could be wrong. I believe it was twice. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I don't remember. It's been a while. But yes, he was on SNH. I could probably get him on again, to be honest with you. But he's on a totally different time zone, so it's a little bit difficult to do that.
That she's getting sued for from Ethan, right? Basically, right? This is the reply. So I don't know exactly where it is. And so this is Mike from PA. This is the same exact guy. He's absolutely having a breakdown. If we keep pushing, the problem will solve itself.
So just an FYI, for those of you that may not be aware, the reason why this is also very relevant is because even though these people are in the political sphere of like Twitch and YouTube, like Mike from PA, I believe, is a Twitch commentator. If I'm not mistaken, hardcore lefty, wants everybody to kill themselves kind of a thing. In Minecraft, of course, not really Minecraft, but you get what I'm saying. The reason why it's relevant is because Mike from PA actually hosted the person who is suing Smash JT right now on his platform and had this really super totally non-biased interview with this person who's totally non-biased psychopath leftist. Yeah, he had her on his platform, and they tried to break down this whole Gamergate harassment thing. There was clearly not totally biased information. So that's why all of it ties together. Literally all of it ties together when you start looking into it and realizing these people are all in the same network. They all communicate with each other. They all try to handle things in the same exact manner. But anyway, let's continue.
Gentlemen, I want to let you guys know that
this is where it goes crazy.
I am going to do my best I'm gonna try as well as I can, and we're gonna take care of this problem. Okay. I don't know. I can't guarantee results, but I can guarantee effort. It might not happen immediately. It might not happen instantly. You need to make a post for this, yes. And we're gonna try to get rid of these people and get the fuck out of Twitter. Yes, exactly. So I'm thinking about, a lot of these people are accusing me of weaponizing my community.
These people don't understand, man. Like, here's the thing. A lot of these hardcore leftist streamers, aside from the top of the top of the top of the top, I'm talking like the 0.1% of the 1%, right? Aside from them, most of them are extremely broke. Most of them, that's why a lot of them are so fucking angry. Most of them are extremely broke, right? There's only a couple of them that are super, super rich, and even them at their riches usually can't even compare to some of the people like Asmongold. Because to be honest with you, Asmongold doesn't give a fuck about money. The guy lives so goddamn cheap that his money has been stacking for years. Years and years and years. Obviously, he has investments, businesses, and whatnot. But basically, the reason why I'm bringing it up is because he has all the money in the world to see this through if he really wanted to. If he really wanted to see all of this through, he can sincerely hire the best of the best lawyers. He can carry them through court for years. He can sincerely just fucking do whatever he wants to do. Whereas most of these people who are constantly attacking him with some of the most vile things, it's one thing to be an obvious joke. It's one thing to be a troll. It's another thing to like say that he killed his own mother or something like that. You know what I mean? Like that's obvious at this point. Like there's a very strong distinction. Myself as a troll, I can understand the distinction between the two. So now this is where we're at.
Using my community. I'm thinking about proving them right. Maybe I should do that. And then we'll see what happens. I don't know. But if you want to act like a victim and you want to post stuff like this, maybe I'll make you deserve it.
Oh, shit.
I'm not saying I'll do it. I'm just saying I might.
I don't know why that's so funny to me. He's like, I'm not saying I'm going to do it. I'm just saying I might. That's great. That's fucking great.
So the thing is, I see these people, and I want to show this. And the reason why I show this here is because these people are prime bullies.
100%.
They are bullies. They are aggressive. They are sociopathic.
You know what it is? I've been saying this for the longest time. Okay. These people that are in this particular group circle, whatever you want to call it, they have been very interesting lately, very, very angry, very like just claws are out nonstop, 24/7, trying to deplatform people, trying to do whatever they can. These people, the ironic thing is the reason they're acting like this is simply because they themselves understand and realize that they are no longer in control. They are no longer in control of anything. They don't have control over the narrative anymore, which the journalists used to have. They no longer do. They claim that YouTubers have control now and that we're just chuds and we spread misinformation and all this stuff, and they're angry about it. They hate it. They don't like it. They don't have control anymore. So that drives them insane. It drives them up the fucking wall because they desire one thing above all else, aside from power, because these people are power hungry. They desire control. They want to control you. They want to control your thoughts. They want to control what you're allowed to say and cannot say. They want to control what you're allowed to consume and cannot consume. They damn near want to control what you're allowed to fucking eat, which is why a lot of them want you to eat bugs while they themselves eat steak. They love control. They're desperate for control. So that is the true reason why a lot of them are the level of angry that they are. And this is why the desperation has been extremely high in 2025, because the ultimate amount of control that they lost was when the election went against them, right? When Donald Trump became president, that was it. That was it. They had lost control of everything else before that. But once he took presidency, they viewed that as losing control over everything. And that was it. That's when they started getting really ugly, which we already knew that was going to happen. But still, I'm just saying it just to kind of give you the full idea and full context over what's going on. So they don't like it. They do not like it. And this is why they're having this amount of just vile breakdowns all the time. Hypno, you forgot to add, they would try to force everyone to eat bugs, including vegans. Well, no, I know. So, but that's what I'm saying. They would try to force you to eat bugs while they eat steak. This happens all the time. You know, it's the same reason why during the lockdowns, you had politicians that were telling you to stay in your houses and that the country was locked down and that you're not allowed to go out. And these motherfuckers were going to restaurants having full-on 3-course meals and dinners. Like, what's that about? You know? So, again, it's all about control. Control is the biggest thing for them. And in terms of our sphere, in terms of our space, they've lost control over everything. Every little thing. Down to the you know, I guess the control over the story, the amount of information, control over information. I mean, they lost control over every little thing. So this is where it's at now.
They are awful people. They have no values. They don't care about anything.
Oh yeah, exactly. And no mask. Exactly. No mask. Right? They were telling everybody you have to mask up. If you don't mask up, you don't care about grandma. Grandma's gonna die if you don't mask up. What's wrong with you? And then what happens when they're off cameras? What's going on? No mask. They're surrounding each other with no mask, sitting around each other with no mask. But the moment they get on camera, they plop that fucking cloth on and pretend like they had it on all day. Like we know this is bullshit.
People, they have no values. They don't care about anything.
True.
Other than making people do what they want.
Correct.
And that's it.
That's
don't go down to their level. I won't. I'll go lower.
Yes. Hold on. Repeat that. This is my favorite part.
They want. And that's it. Don't go down to their level. I won't. I'll go lower.
Dude, I got to cheer for that one, bro. People got to understand, man, that whole like be better than the other person. Yeah, that narrative's only going to work for some people. It's not going to work for everybody. Like they think if you think you're going low, just understand that other people will go lower. They'll hit you where it hurts. Happens all the time. It's kind of like the Cobra Kai legacy, right? Strike first, strike hard, no mercy. I'm just saying. Again, at the end of the day, man, I usually stay away from this drama, but the reason why I'm covering this is because it involves the sphere of which I'm in every single day, even at the most basic level. Because what happens at the top trickles down, right? So again, I'm not nowhere near a large creator. I know some people would view me as such because I have over 90K subscribers, but I'm nowhere near a large creator. I consider myself to be like high side on the low side, if that makes sense. But you know what happens with these people it does trickle down. It absolutely trickles down. So this is why you got to pay attention. You always got to look and see what's going on with these people, because especially when there is lawsuits involved. Right? Ethan Klein suing these 3 girls for essentially stealing his content, allegedly, according to him. And to be fair, if you look at what they say, they admit to doing it. So if these lawsuits go through and Ethan Klein wins, that's going to set a very interesting precedent for content creators across the board. And it's also going to cause bad actors to think that they're in the same predicament and try to go after people legally, even though they don't have the same precedent that Ethan had, right? Because that's the big difference between the two. What's up, Josie? How you doing? Josie? That's the big difference between all of that. So I find it very interesting, and I think it's very important. I think it's very, very important to look through.
The thing is that when I see stuff like this, my goal is to find some sort of way to get people like this off the platform.
So again, and just to end this little segment with Asmongold, I didn't expect us to go this long, but there's a lot to talk about with this. So keep in mind, like I said earlier in this segment, Asmongold has all the money in the world, right? He can pursue this to whatever extent he wants to pursue this with. He also not only just with money, this guy has connections everywhere, connections everywhere, right? And eventually what's going to happen is he's going to have influence over their particular side of things. These people that are currently stealing Ethan's content or attacking Asmongold and saying he killed his mom and all this crazy shit, these people don't realize that there's people in their circle that Asmongold probably has influence over, and it's only a matter of time before they start giving each other up. They're going to start giving each other up. They're going to start attacking each other, and it's not going to be kumbaya anymore. This is why Hassan hasn't actually gone and, openly donated to their, what do you call it? Their GoFundMes and all that shit. This is why he hasn't. This is why he's staying a little bit quiet, because he knows, man. He knows these girls are fucked. He knows they openly admitted to stealing Ethan's content. He knows. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be very interesting. And plus, you know what I want more than anything? Again, I don't give a fuck about these whatever these streamers are. What is her name? Denims, Tron, Casey Tron, Mike from PA, and what's the other one? The fat bitch. What's the other one? Frogan. My bad. Frogan, right? So yeah, these girl streamers, like, I don't give a fuck about them, but what it is like people like what do you call it? Yeah, I know, Frogan. Frogan the Hut. That's crazy. That's crazy. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That made me laugh. Sorry. These people actively participate in doing everything they can to try to ruin other people's lives that are in this space, that cover video games, bro. Because it all stems from a political background. A lot of it stems from a political background, as crazy as that may sound, right? Because I just cover video games mostly. But the crazy thing is, whether you ignore them or not, it's been proven that these people will try to come after you and take you down any which way they can. Usually it's by trying to, I don't know, like tear down your channel, say you don't get views, say you're failing, say you're this, whatever that, all kinds of shit. But they don't stop because they got nothing else to do. These guys are losers. Half of them are unemployed. Half of them are staying at home doing nothing. They claim everybody else doesn't have lives, but they're on Twitter all day attacking people, trying to figure out how to ruin people's lives. I mean, what are we really doing here? What are we really doing? But in any case, Asmongold, I think he's done. I think also Tectone is done. I think these two are going to do a fusion dance, and before you know it, it's going to get really ugly out there for the bigger streamers, and it's going to be something to watch because it can go one way or the other. And from the way it looks right now, I think it's definitely going to go in the favor of Asmongold and Ethan. And keep in mind, Ethan's a leftist. Just keep that in mind. They're literally eating each other alive. Ethan is a hardcore leftist, and he is suing 3 other hardcore leftists based off of content creation theft. And the hardcore leftists don't like Ethan because Ethan debated Hassan, and Hassan is their like major daddy. So you know how that goes. Hypno streaming. You don't usually take Sunday off. Oh my God. No. So I only usually take the first Sunday off of every new month. The first Sunday is usually what I take off. All right, let's continue. But shout out to Asmongold, Tectone. Hopefully these guys do what they got to do, and can't wait to see more. I can't wait to see more.